The Brothers Grail acknowledges the Bindal and Wulgarukuba people of North Queensland and the Wurundjeri people of Melbourne, the traditional owners of the land we record on today. We pay our respects to elders past, present and future. We also recognise that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders have been custodians of the land, rivers and seas for at least 65,000 years and were the first storytellers. Hello, and welcome again. Here we are, Brothers Grail, back again. I think we're up to chapter 12. I think we're recording tonight, boys. I'm Quindog. I'm your Bible reader. I will be reading our wonderful Bible. We're still halfway through Genesis, but I'll be reading this wonderful Bible to my two Nimrod brothers. First being the great Captain Preacher. Hello, Captain. What's doing?
Not much, mate. Just had a week off work, which was pretty good.
You had a fucking week off about 3 weeks ago.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I can't keep up. I must be taking that much leave.
Yeah, fucking hell. You're living the good life. So no, that's good. So you've got no excuses. You got to bring the energy today. I can see you sipping on a little glass of wine back there. So hopefully you're not too deep into that bottle.
No, just first class.
So minimal ranting, at least for the first bit.
Maybe.
No promises.
And that little voice in the background, the great Bevan,
the one and only,
ready to chime in with the unthought of stuff that no one else thinks of.
Drag everyone through the gutters yet again.
How you doing, baby brother?
I'm good.
Your body holding up?
No, I'm a broken, old but young man.
You are a broken man, and it made me think of your sporting escapades this week, which then made me think of, you boys may not have heard this, but the great Graham Bevan.
He's gone to Super League, I hear.
Yeah, have you heard that?
Yeah, I read it today.
So pretty gutting. So the people who are listening to this podcast, even though this is time indifferent, there's a time reference. If someone wants to know when and where we are, the great Graham Bevan just retired.
And also they need to know who the Grand Bevan is.
It can be a secret. Let's leave that unsaid.
Maybe they see who can figure it out and figure out who's gone to Super League.
That's a good, yeah. So there's been a few little hints over the last few episodes. We've mentioned the sport and we've mentioned the team, and so there are some.
Surely there'll be a couple.
Yeah. So I think maybe for the astute listener out there, they'll be able to figure out who the great Grand Bevan is.
And I can't even put my injuries down to wrestling a fake god or something, you know?
You cannot.
I didn't wrestle Goldberg or anything, you know?
So that's a really good lead into a real quick wrap up of the last episode. And even though Brothers Grail, we all sort of messaged each other this afternoon to say, are we going to do this and should we prep? And I promised that I would prep. I have not prepped. So what did we talk about in the last episode? We're about to kick off chapter 33. So I think we did 30, 31 and 32 or something last time. What the fuck did we talk about?
I'm pretty sure Rachel stole an idol. They all went to the hills.
Isaac was still with, Jacob was still with Laban.
Yeah, Laban.
Doing his work, and he acquired his 2 wives. That's right.
Yeah. And he took his good speckled flock.
Yeah. Yep.
And they stole the idol and fled. And then after Laban accused them of stealing, couldn't find anything because she sat on top of the idol.
Because it was
that time of the month.
Time of the month, yeah.
Yeah. Mm. And then he realized he wasn't going to go up against God. Fuck that.
And this was all in the background of Jacob sending waves of his servants and slaves ahead to Esau.
Yeah.
You gave it away. I was going to see if you got a bit if Bevan forgot about the Wolfman again. The main.
I never forget about
part of the story.
No, except for the time I forgot about him.
Well, we're about to talk about Esau again, so we got to figure out if this is going to work.
He tried to pincer attack, didn't he? Send some ahead, and then he cut around the back.
Well, he crossed a river or something, and then ended up in the desert, which then led him towards.
And then he found the wrestling master.
Well, is he wrestling? Which I'm pretty confident just was God. I think it was God. The extra evidence being that he renamed.
He got to rename him. That's right. I forgot about the renaming.
All right, could it be an angel? because angels become in like mystical forms. Like Sodom and Gomorrah, they sent the angels, and so angels appear in forms.
It
Well,
could,
that
it
can-
could be, but I just
A
think it was-
vampire
and they call
wrestler.
themselves gods sometimes too.
I'm a gonna wrestle you.
I just, you know how Egypt and other mythologies all have multiple gods. I wish they just had the god of wrestling in the Bible, and he come down and just every now and then tested someone. You know,
Yeah, picked
That's
whoever.
why the harp family play him in. He's got some intimidating harp going
you've
on.
dwelled in houses your whole life. Let's see if you're worthy.
Let's wrestle. He wouldn't fuck with Nimrod.
No,
All right.
Or
What
the
is he-
wild man.
Or the wild man. So if we're happy and there's nothing else anyone can think of, I reckon we're caught up. And I'm pumped again. So that's good.
you forgot. Now you're like, oh, that's right.
I forgot that he was called Israel now.
Oh, that
Yeah,
I forgot his name.
yeah, it's Israel.
I'm
So
bad with names.
So yeah, so our wrestling man came, wrestled, wrecked his
yeah,
hip,
he's crippled now.
and he's now Israel. So we'll see if they keep
Yep.
calling him Israel.
Yeah, are we still in the? Because at some point, using all your mapping skills, we were in modern day Israel. When are we currently there?
Yeah.
Is that where this happened?
Yes. So Jacob wrecked out back to the original Euphrates, back in the original zone to get his wives, and then they've trekked back and they are at least very close to Israel now. That's
Yeah.
or at least on the way back. So 3/4 of the way there. So on that Brothers Grail, let's go into chapter 33.
Ooh.
Now Jacob lifted his eyes and looked, and there Esau was coming, and with him were 400 men.
So his little fucking back plan to swoop around the back of this army failed horribly. It was read perfectly by Esau.
Immediately. Yeah, he's skirted around the other way. Or he's already mowed through all the lines of,
And they're like, he went that way. Stop killing us.
bring me more. I want more. 400 men. So he divided the children among Leah, Rachel, and the 2 maidservants, and he put the maidservants and their children in front.
What the fuck?
Uh,
This is like that in the South Park movie when they do the Operation Get Behind the Darkie, and then they just tie all the black people to the tanks when they go to war. Except for this time, it's the helpers and
Wives
children.
and children.
it's the maidservants and the maidservants' children. Yes, that's right. So he put the maidservants and their children in front, Leah and her children behind, and Rachel and Joseph last. Then he crossed over before them. Oh, so he then went in front. So, okay, well,
I take it back.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
I
so
thought
he's-
it was
take it
straight
back.
up shit cunt.
Let's
but-
not forget, he wrestled all night, and he's now Israel. So he's
Well, he leveled up. Yeah, he turned Super Saiyan.
he's a changed man.
And he's got busted hips, so this Trek's they're gonna have to go super slow to let him go in front.
Yes, they will. He crossed over before them and bowed himself to the ground 7 times until he came near to his brother. So he must be bow walking until he came near to his brother. But Esau ran to meet him and embraced him and fell on his neck and kissed him.
Called it.
and they wept. You did.
Wept. Oh, no, I was expecting tears. It's like when he stole a kiss.
And he lifted his eyes and saw the women and children, and he said, "Who are these with you?" So he said, "The children whom God has graciously given your servant." I actually think that should have been, the children whom God have graciously given. Whatever. I think that was Jacob or Israel. Then the maidservants came near, and they and their children, and bowed down. And Leah also came near with her children, and they bowed down. Afterward, Joseph and Rachel came near, and they bowed down. Then Esau said, "What do you mean by all this company which I meet?" And he said, "These to find favor." Oh, maybe it's, "These are to find favor in the sight of my Lord." I don't know who's. I don't know.
You're not doing a very good job. Let's blame the
You know what
Bible.
would help
It's poorly
this?
written.
You know what would help this? A little bit of prep work.
Yeah. Yes, that is true. Yeah, I should have read this before. Favor of the sight of my lord. But Esau said, I have enough, my brother. Keep what you have for yourself. So is Esau assuming he's just offering all of his wives and kids to him?
I hope so.
I don't want them. I've got enough.
I got better ones back here.
Well, that would explain putting the servants out the front. Because they're always handing over servants.
Offer them
left, right,
first.
center, hey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take these 3. I want more. Oh, all right. You can have the second favorite wife. I want more. Oh, shit. My favorite one's up now. And Jacob said, no, please. If I have now found favor in your sight, then receive my present from my hand, inasmuch as I have seen your face as though I have seen the face of God, and you were pleased with me. Please, take my blessing that is brought to you, because God has dealt graciously with me, and because I have enough. So he urged him, and he took it. I really don't know what just happened.
What did he offer him? What was the gift?
Yeah, I don't know.
Was it the servants?
I don't know. But whatever it was,
Servants.
whatever
Gracious.
it was, he took it. Then
He hasn't updated him on his name being Israel now yet.
no.
I think that'd be significant enough. Like if I thought I was about to go to war with you and then we did a weeping hug, I feel like changing my name would be pretty high on my list of things to tell you about.
Especially decreed by the great mystery wrestling man.
Did he just accept that his name was changed? Did he fight that at all?
Well,
Because if you liked your name being Jacob, maybe you'd be like, do I have to change?
maybe.
But now he's just known as Jacob. It's like when they're like, and then they came across the city that was burnt. Therefore, it was known as
Yeah, therefore it could only be
know,
this.
Gromlin or something. You know.
I feel very much like a Jacob. Therefore, my name is Jacob. Then Esau said, let us take our journey. Let us go, and I will go before you. So I guess that means that they're going to go for a journey, maybe? I don't know. But Jacob said to him, my Lord knows that the children are weak, and the flocks and herds which are nursing are with me. And if the men should drive them hard all day, one day, all the flock will die. Please let my Lord go on ahead before his servant. I will lead on slowly at a pace which the livestock that go before me and the children are able to endure, until I come to my Lord in Seir, a place called Seir. So, yeah, that's nothing super.
And this is just one of those ones where every time they're having these chats, I just assume it's them just divvying up land and we've just taken over another chunk. Good work, team. On to the next mate.
All he said was, my mob are too tired to travel. You go at your manly Scotsman's, red man's pace, and we'll mosey on behind at our tent dwellers' pace. That's all I think he's saying there.
So, did they explain how Esau knew that they were traveling to meet them? Like,
No,
or did he just happen to be going at the same time that they were coming?
I think so.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
curious.
yeah. Why did Esau know to intercept them?
And then they all just knew it was happening.
Or was Jacob just heading back to where Esau was, maybe? Maybe that's just what it was. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't say. And Esau said, no, let me leave you. Fuck, let me start that again. No, let me leave with you some of the people who are with me. But he said, I don't know who this is again. What need is there? Let me find favor in the sight of my Lord. I don't know who that was.
That would have been Jake.
I think so too, yeah.
So
Not
they're
problem.
just like, are they doing that thing where it's just like, hey, mate, thanks for looking after me while I was staying at your house. I'm leaving you some money for being so good. Mate, nah, don't give me some money.
Yes.
Mate, I'll sort you out here and you sort me out there, and that's what I'm getting.
And then they're like, no, don't want the money. And they go, yeah, I insist, but no, don't do it. And then they try to hide it, and then they find it and give it back to him. And then,
Yeah, secretly give him that thing. Yeah, they're out blighting each other like they did when they were buying the cave.
yeah.
I'll pay you. No, don't pay me. I'll pay you. So,
Or they're just swapping women out so that there's a bit more diversity in the bloodline.
You can have Leah. She's not as good.
She's got good eyes.
She's got nice eyes.
So Esau returned that day on his way to Seir. There are towns called Seir, Seir. And Jacob journeyed to Succoth.
Sorry. I'm a child.
With TH at the end, dirty pricks.
that definitely helps.
Succoth. Jacob journeyed to Succoth, built himself a house, and made booths for his livestock. He's a quick worker. Therefore, the name of this place is called Succoth. Then Jacob came safely to the city of Shechem. And I remember that from earlier. I remember saying Shechem. So that's from way earlier with Abraham, I think. Safely to the city of Shechem, which is in the land of Canaan, when he came from Paddan Aram, and he pitched his tent before the city. And he brought a parcel of land, or bought a parcel of land where he had pitched his tent. So he's bought, I think that's the first reference to someone buying or owning land where they're pitching a tent, I think. So the God promised them land, and this is the first evidence I can see of them actually having some land.
Yeah. And who did he buy it from?
That's a good question. Whoever the king of Shechem was, I suppose.
He just went in there and bought some shit.
He bought the parcel of land. There he pitched his tent from the children of Hamor. Oh, maybe that's who he bought the land from. Shechem's father for 100 pieces of money. You've got to let me finish a sentence sometimes, eh? Because the answer's right there. Then he erected an altar there and called it El Elo Israel. So there we go. That was the end of chapter 23. So not much going on.
Do you think the altar looked kind of like Goldberg?
Because of the wrestler?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. You're mentioning Goldberg because I don't know if everyone who listens to the Brothers Grail podcast likes the Brothers Grail Facebook page, which you should. And
definitely
you should
get amongst
be ashamed of yourself if you don't. But I try to put photos, historical biblical photos up on the page. And one photo is of the mystery wrestling man wrestling Jacob. And
he looks exactly like Goldberg, the wrestler from both WCW and WWE.
And I checked it. I can confirm. I agree.
So I've just decided that's his name.
It's Goldberg.
Sorry, it's Goldberg.
It's Godberg.
Goldberg,
yeah.
All right, so we're happy to move on. We're going to move on to chapter 34. Now Dinah, the daughter of Leah, whom she had borne to Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land. And when Shechem, the son of Hamor the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her and violated her.
Fuck it. So that was a rape.
That was quick.
Here's a character. And in the context of a world where women really, I'd say most of it's rape, or there's a good portion of it's rape, to specifically say he violated her, that's got to be rough.
Well, that means he did it without, a man's permission.
Yeah, I reckon
there was
Israel
no
just didn't say it was good enough.
Yeah, I reckon you're on the money. So it's only violation if the man, not even, if the woman's father or brother or someone, if they don't agree to it, that's
they didn't get a nose ring. Not fucking on, guys.
No, there's no trade. It goes on to say, his soul was strongly attracted to Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, and he loved the young woman and spoke kindly to the young woman. So Shechem spoke to his father Hamor, saying, get me this young woman as a wife.
He's a gremlin.
He sounds pretty evil.
So he's the one that did the violating.
I think so.
And now he's going earlier for permission to make it legit.
He what did he do? What's that saying where you beg for forgiveness? What's that saying?
Better to ask for forgiveness than ask permission.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Ask for forgiveness. don't ask permission. Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
something
off.
like that.
Something.
I live by
But
that
does that-
sometimes.
Does that sort of go with what we were saying though, where he violated her, but he loved her and talked nicely to her and wanted to marry her?
Maybe he just violated the laws. Like he violated her, and maybe it was consensual.
Oh,
stuff.
Maybe violating
But,
just
like, by the
means having
system,
unwedded sex.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's no good.
So maybe
Maybe
she
he's
was
like some Aladdin type character, and he's trying to get with Jasmine, but he's just a street rodent. You know what I mean?
Isn't he a prince?
Well, which one you
Aladdin. I thought Aladdin was a rodent. He was like a street rat.
Arabian Night.
I was gonna go for I can show you the world.
Unimaginable feelings.
A whole new world.
Oh, fantastic point of view.
We're just gonna do the whole thing. No one to tell us no where to go.
I violate you all night long. All right. That hopefully that doesn't make it, but we'll see.
Yeah, please cut heavy cuts through this section.
Get me this young woman as a wife. And Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah, his daughter. Now his sons were with his livestock in the field, so Jacob held his peace until they came.
So he's not Israel.
Well, he's just planning a murder or a bashing.
Yeah, but he's waiting for his crew.
back up.
Yeah, he's not.
Which, to be fair, like obviously we've speculated on different options it could have been, but if it's the worst kind of violation, understandably he'll just get a bash and crew together.
Yeah, but I'm secretly hoping that he goes to his daughter Dinah and she's like, "Yeah, we really love each other." Part of me just wants that to happen, and I hope he's right about the violation is just that dad didn't know about it. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it was just some unapproved love.
Yeah, so we'll find out. We'll see if this is unrequited. Is that what that? Anyway. Then Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out to Jacob to speak with him, and the sons of Jacob came in from the field when they heard of it. Oh, it's brewing, hey. It's a brewing. And the men were grieved and very angry because he had done a disgraceful thing in Israel by lying with Jacob's daughter, a thing which ought not to be done. But Hamor spoke with them, saying, "This, the soul of my son, Shechem, longs for your daughter. Please give him to her as a wife, and make marriages with us. Give your daughters to us, and take our daughters to yourselves. So you shall dwell with us, and the land shall be before you. Dwell and trade in it, and acquire possessions for yourselves in it." He must be rich, this dude, hey?
Yeah, but is he pulling a scam, or he's just gotten his son to go do some violating? So
like
he
how
was
the
like,
West
"Bam,
assumes."
let's force a marriage." Look, I'm just doing it. Is he doing that trick? Is the son just doing it hasn't answered the core question of how evil is what's going on. You know what I mean?
We don't know yet, do we? Maybe we'll never know.
And I don't think we ever will. I think it's just guesswork on
I think
whatever the fuck.
wording, you're never going to know what
Yeah.
exactly they mean by it.
No, but I think Kebevin's right. I don't know if you heard this, Lukey, but we're so primed for the scam now that we just think everything's a scam. Shechem said to then Shechem said to her father and her brothers, "Let me find favor in your eyes, and whatever you say to me, I will give."
7 years working on a farm. Got to repeat that story.
Yeah, I was going to say, based upon the repetition so far, maybe that's exactly what we're in for. "Ask me ever so much dowry and gift, and I will give according to what you say to me. But give me the young woman as a wife." I don't know how much longer my throat is going to be able to put
I
up
was actually thinking when you started this, I bet you're hoping this character doesn't last.
or maybe this is going to give someone later a really good, deep, raspy, sexy voice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor his father and spoke deceitfully because he had defiled Dinah their sister. And they said to them, I don't know who this is going to be. We cannot, I don't know. We cannot do this thing to give our sister to one who is uncircumcised. That's the defiling, maybe.
How dare he?
For that would be a reproach to us. But on this condition, we will consent to you if you will become as we are, if every male of you is circumcised. They don't know how to negotiate, do they?
So it's basically just you can have her, but all your people need to chop off the tip of their dick.
Yes. That's what I'm getting so far.
But like they could have just said convert to our religion, but they had to
That's
make it
part
about
of the conversion.
dick
No.
chopper.
We need to see all of your penises
Yeah.
right now, and we need to cut a little bit of it off. Lay them out, you dirty man.
So how do they know they're not circumcised already? They're like, hey, Dinah,
They asked Dinah, yeah.
what did his dick look like? Did he have
Yeah,
a normal
maybe.
looking dick or what?
And hopefully in their mind, like, Dinah doesn't go, like, she can't be too familiar with dicks, hey? If she was like,
Wow.
oh, the shaft was pretty great, and it was bulbous, and it was throbbing.
Like a
and-
nice girth on it.
Yeah, some nice girth.
The
Yeah.
biggest one I've had yet.
Yeah, biggest one I've had yet, yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Dinah.
Yeah, so they're going to go and because I remember earlier they got right down to their slaves and whatnot and cut everyone's dicks, yeah?
Yeah.
So they're going to line them all up, pull them out and just go,
Lop them out, boys. But I also vaguely remember there was a thing where newborns had, excuse me, had
Within
to
a
be
week.
cut by the 8 days. So if they missed the cutoff, the original cutoff, the very first cutoff when they cut the slaves and everyone's
Yeah.
dick off, then I thought from there on it was when you were 8 days old. So these are people who have missed the cutoff, I think.
surely there's got to
But
be some
I guess it's them
conversion.
being like, it's like your way of physically, you're showing you're converting to the cool. Like
You're going to buy in.
I'm
This is
having
how
a
you
dick
prove
chop
it.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they're ever having to do dick inspections to know if there's a traitor amongst them, they just check the dick. That's all they got to do.
Someone walks up to each other suspiciously in the middle of the desert,
Deceitfully.
and before I put my hand under your thigh and make a promise to you, I need to see that dick.
to see that skin.
Show me that lack of skin. So become as we are if every male of you is circumcised. I forget who's talking right now. Oh, this is the
brother.
the brothers. Then this is them speaking. Then we will give our daughters to you, and we will take your daughters to us, and we will dwell with you, and we will become one people. But if you will not heed us and be circumcised, then we will take our daughter and be gone.
Oh, that's not much of a threat, really. It's like, we'll just leave.
Yeah, but don't forget, Shechem is very much in love.
Yeah, but they'd also get their land back. They sold them the land. They so they could
And all
they're
the
missing out on
working.
an opportunity, I think.
Yeah, so this is a standoff scam at the moment, isn't it? Everyone's trying to scam each other. And their words pleased Hamor and Shechem, Hamor's son. So the young man did not delay to do the thing, it says. Specifically, it says, did not delay to do the thing.
And is the thing the dick chop?
He just whipped it
He didn't
out,
waste
just-
any time. His
Just
blade
like-
was probably sharp enough. It was probably clean enough. Just
like
get
how you
straight
said-
in.
I like the word probably in there. It's probably sharp enough. Fuck. 4 turns later, this isn't working.
Someone, give me a hand here. Who remembers Noah was very upset when his sons went in backwards to cover him?
That's right. You can't see me naked.
You
What
can't
the
see no
fuck?
dick. But all these dudes are just flinging them out like
Didn't he
they're all at the
banish from
fucking,
kid?
like
Because-
they're all at the piss trough at a rodeo or something. Like, get them out, boys.
I'm 10 beers deep. I gotta go.
Yeah.
You're making me remember the Not Fest piss trough thing. Not a good
Oh,
time,
that was
one.
nasty.
And Hamor and Shechem, his son, came to the gate of their city and spoke with the men of their city, saying, so these are the dudes that they want to cut the dicks off, right? Hamor and Shechem. So they're like, oh, good idea, fellas. So they spin around 180 80 degrees, go back to the gates of their city, and they say, I think I did for Hamora like a big booming voice. These men are at peace with us. Therefore, let them dwell in the land and trade in it. For indeed, the land is large enough for them. Let us take their daughters to us as wives, and let us give them our daughters. Only on this condition will the men consent to dwell with us, to be one people. If every male among us is circumcised as they are circumcised, will not their livestock, their property, and every animal of theirs be ours? Only let us consent to them, and they will dwell with us. So he's just declared to everyone that they got to cut their...
Can you imagine if, like, your people's, chosen spokesman just went off to make a deal with
you're just at home, just, I don't know, hammering some shit up in the house, or you're just sweeping some stuff or picking some fruit, and the boss comes back and goes, guess what, everyone?
I'm picturing like the mayor of Townsville comes back and they're like, all right, guys, so we've made a deal with our neighboring city and
our fucking town,
we're all cutting.
They whinge about the rates. They whinge about the potholes in the road.
Could you imagine that?
Imagine the outcry.
Dick chopper.
All right, everyone, we all need to cut a piece of ourselves off.
No. Civil unrest, I would predict.
Man.
And all who went out of the gate of this city heeded her more, and Shechem his son, every male was circumcised. So they all just did it straight away. All who went out of the gates of his city. So they've just done it. They've all just cut their dicks off.
Could you imagine the infections? A whole town's worth of people with infected dicks for next week?
They're all limping around. Oh, fuck.
Not a productive week, I don't reckon.
Nah, you'd have to just can all works for the week, 2 weeks.
Oh, fucking hell. And just the whole, wherever all their rubbish goes is just all full of dick skin.
How would you
all the fucking, the working dogs, just some chewing treats for the working dog.
That's what they feed the livestock for the next week. How would you go about keeping sand out? Because is it sandy at this point in time? Like,
because they're like, they don't have well-fitting underwear.
It's just robes, isn't it? They're just going.
Sand's blowing up your.
Yeah.
So it's all just red, bloody, swollen, sand-covered knobs. There's hundreds of them. Hundreds. That's for the ladies listening. Isn't that a nice picture to put in your minds?
What a weird situation. Yeah.
Now it came to pass on the third day when they were in pain that the two sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brothers, each took his sword and came boldly upon the city and killed all the males.
Wait, sorry, who did that?
The two brothers, Dinah's two brothers, Simeon and Levi.
So Jacob's kids.
Yeah, so
did a bit of a.
So all the blokes in this town are like, oh yeah, good, we'll get to trade with them. Let's cut our dicks off, boys. Yeah, good idea. Good on you, Rob. Yeah, good thinking. Tim and Simon and Barry.
It was a scam.
No.
It come around full circle.
With the deal. I reckon this is more of like a Game of Thrones situation where there's a couple of rogue element.
Levi and Simeon, the rogue brothers, just scamming
they're fucking, what is it? Cersei and her brother. These two brothers, they're doing a bit of an incestuous love.
You've created a backstory now.
They did a bit of an Abraham. Remember Abraham got his well-trained servants and did a sneaky night attack? So Levi and Simeon are going, they're all like...
Do you remember how sore you were?
Yeah.
We'll fucking get them.
Yeah, they won't be able to hold a sword. Their fucking dick's too sore.
What a battle
If old
plan.
mate did do a raping, that was a shit deal. Like, if that was a full-on violation of their sister...
But not every male in the whole town. They just went and murdered a whole town.
Yeah, but I'd be angry at my dad for just making a deal where they just had to do a bit of dick chopping.
Yeah.
Although It's also pretty dark if the whole town has to do a dick chopping for one dude's actions as well.
Yeah.
Here's the next part. They didn't say age.
Good side.
They just said every male. Are they talking like
Babies?
every male?
I'm guessing every penis in that town.
Yeah, that's
Even if
dark.
they're less than 8 days old?
Oh, see the technicalities, Captain. I don't know. I don't know the rules. Here.
Well, if they're saying every male, I presume if it's 3 seconds old, gone.
Yeah. So, and they killed Hamor,
Sorry, who was Hamor?
the dad.
Yeah,
Shechem was the raper.
The rapist dad,
Yeah.
right. So the king or the owner of
You know
this
what?
Yeah,
village.
the mayor of the town.
the
They've taken
daughter,
a
if the daughter's worthy of ever being mentioned again, her reaction to the death of the raper might indicate
Ooh.
what actually went down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whether she is regretful or whether she's
Yeah, if she's angry at her
that
brothers
dude.
for what
Yeah.
they done or whatever, that might indicate some of what went down.
Well, we've got about 3 or 4 little bits before the end of this chapter, so we'll see if they cover any of that or whether, classic to the Bible, the woman gets ignored. We'll see.
Yeah, they just move on. We're done with this story now. They took over the land. They got all the women. They got all the livestock.
dicks.
They
Success.
they forced the dick chopping and then killed them anyway.
Kill them anyway.
Well, how rude's that too? Like, cut your dicks off and then wait till you're in pain. Like, you've
While
gone
they were
through that
still in
and now you
pain.
die.
That's just such a big alpha move. Hey, just such an alpha move. All right, boys, get in there and chop your dicks off, and all the while knowing you're gonna just go in there and fuck them up anyway. Yeah.
Mate, you reckon the brothers were the ones that were like, "Oi, Dad, you know what we could get them to do? Get them to do a dick chopping."
Classic Levi move, that one. So they killed Hamor and Shechem his son with the edge of the sword and took Dinah from Shechem's house and went out. So Dinah must have still been there.
Well, they sold her for a dick chopping.
Oh, so
They
you
did the
reckon?
dick chopping.
So that was part of the deal. Okay,
Yeah,
so
you get our sisters and we get your sisters.
yeah. So they did the deal. They said, "Here you go, Dinah. Off you go." So then she got
and they
taken
honored the
home.
deal. They gave the girl away, but then they killed and
And
took.
then they came and stab. All right.
If one of the brothers is into Dinah, I'm going to be pretty upset.
if one of her brothers,
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
no, not with all the incest, no. The sons of Jacob came upon the slain and plundered the city because their sister had been defiled. They took their sheep, their oxen. It's always about getting more livestock, hey? Their sheep
And women.
and women. Their sheep, their oxen, and their donkeys. What was in the city and what was in the field, and all their wealth, all their little ones and their wives they took captive. There it is. And they plundered even all that was in the houses. Then Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, "You have troubled me by making me obnoxious among the inhabitants of the land,
The fucking understatement.
among the Canaanites and the Perizzites. And since I am few in number, they will gather themselves together against me and kill me. I shall be destroyed, my household and I." But they said, "Should he treat our sister like a harlot?" And
You see, harlot again implies maybe not a forceful, violent act, maybe like a, but I don't know. Like we don't.
end chapter. So that's where
Yeah.
that one is.
Mic drop.
Yeah. So my lack of preparation actually made it better for me because I didn't see that coming at all.
I dead set was thinking that was the happy ending. They were like, dick chopped, we've doubled our flock, you know?
Yeah, we've made friends.
We've grown.
What do you call that? Diplomacy. This is diplomacy between the.
And I was like, a little bit sideswiped when they just went in for a minute and 2 people took out a whole town.
Yeah. Well, they had
That's
no dicks.
some
They were all
John-
limping. They couldn't concentrate.
That's some John Wick shit, that.
They're in recovery, mate. They could barely walk.
with their sand-filled, wounded.
Scraping the sand off the end of it. Oh.
Israel was a bit whiny there at the end, wasn't he?
He definitely was.
Oh, you've taken over this town for me and killed all of the men and brought me all this women and livestock, but you've made it difficult for me.
Yeah,
He just
basically.
gets all in the end.
Did he basically say, "Yeah, you've made me a little bit richer, but not rich enough to protect myself from the really rich people. That's
Yeah.
basically what he's saying.
What he was saying is, when we scam kids, we don't do it with blood because then they want to come get us. We scam people with trickery.
Yeah.
I was about to say it was a lesson in scamming. 100%.
Fucking hell. I just love that we thought a scam was coming, and then when I got lulled into a sense of like, they didn't scam. They scammed!
They scammed! If in doubt, it's a scam.
100%.
It's a queen god. Intervention. Girl. Hello there, Brothers Grail meat sacrifice. It was unfortunately at around about this time that either the great Kebevin or Eli the Schmoodle, who had been diligently keeping Kebevin company, bumped the mute button on Kebevin's microphone. Therefore, the rest of this episode shall be known as Kebevin in the background of Quinn God's microphone. Hopefully, we don't miss out on any of Kebevin's cuttingly insightful comments. So, let's rejoin the Brothers Grail just in time for... Chapter 35. Then God said to Jacob, it's been a while since we've heard from God.
He was Goldberg.
Yeah. But we've just gone through 2 chapters.
It was when he was sleeping and had a dream about ladders and then made a pillar.
No, it was Goldberg.
No.
Yeah, that was Goldberg.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Goldberg.
Godberg. Yeah, it was Godberg. But the last few chapters, that was all about the cutting off penises and whatever. I don't think God got into any of that. So anyway, welcome back to God. God said to Jacob, arise and go up to Bethel and dwell there, and make an altar there to God, whom appeared to you when you fled from the face of Esau, your brother. Is he trying to shame him?
He said fled, but I thought they just made a good deal and embraced and did a bit of weeping together. I didn't hear a fleeing.
I think he's talking about the original.
Oh, well, that's gone back a bit far. That's like 20 years ago.
Is it? Oh, no, you're right. It was too.
He's had a whole other adventure since then.
Yeah, God has been gone a while then, hasn't he? And Jacob said to his household and all who were with him, put away the foreign gods that are among you, purify yourselves, and change your garments. Then let us arise and go up to Bethel, and I will make an altar there to God, who answered me in the day of my distress, and has been with me in the way which I have gone.
That's not a meat sacrifice.
Let's hope.
Well, do you reckon the garment change is just a secret way to check on the circumcision? Okay, guys, just everyone's got to do a mass garment change together.
All dickless, all crutch holes all around, everyone.
We've prepared a special garment for you all to wear to the meat sacrifice. You're going to come in one by one, and we'll change the clothes for you and do a bit of a dick inspection.
Everyone, chaps.
I figured you were just saying change in front of everyone. You weren't going for like a specific garment.
No, just one mate just forced them all to change in front of him. Is what I'm thinking.
Sorry. I thought there was a specific garment that allowed for the penis inspection. That's what I was
No. It's like you've got to wear the special meat sacrifice robe or whatever, but you're going to change it to your normal clothes to wear the robe. And during that moment, that's when you do the dick check.
Okay. All right. Now I'm on board. All right.
Luke style with more of a
Way more.
You were up front.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking biblically, mate.
You are. So they gave Jacob all the foreign gods which were in their hands and all the earrings which were in their ears. And Jacob hid them under the terebinth tree which was by Shechem. And they journeyed, and the terror of God was upon the cities that were all around them. And they did not pursue the sons of Jacob. So I guess that's how they're explaining how Levi...
Bringing into our city.
Yeah, so God protected them. So Jacob came to Luz, and it says in brackets, that is Bethel. So
Bethel is also Luz.
It just has like 4 names.
yeah, which is in the land of Canaan, and all the people who were with him. And he built an altar there and called the place El Bethel, because there God appeared
He
to
just
him.
got another name.
He just added L to the front of it. So you add a ham to important men at the end of the name, and important places you add an L to the front of it.
I was going to say, could it be like a suburb? It's like it's part of Bethel, but it's also known as El Bethel because
El
that's
Bethel,
the
like
city center. You know,
north,
what I mean?
south, east, west, or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there God appeared to him when he fled from the face of his brother. Now Deborah, we never learned this before, but Deborah is Rebecca's nurse. I'm assuming the one that got given.
Rebecca is Jacob's mum. Is that right?
Yes.
She's back.
Yeah, Rebecca's
That's
back.
exciting.
The main scam
Yeah.
scam leader.
Jealous of all the wives.
Oh, she might. Yeah. Because she was teaming up with Jacob. So this is Rebecca and Jacob coming back together. Now Deborah, Rebecca's nurse, died.
Hey, I just want to point out earlier you said, hey, sometimes you've just got to let me get through a sentence. But you also distract yourself all the time. And I don't remember if you just did it then, but you do it.
No,
Yeah.
good call. I think I literally did exactly that. Deborah, Rebecca's nurse, died. And she was buried below Bethel under the terebinth tree. So the name of it was called Alon Bachath.
Is that where
no?
Did they just tell you someone's name for the first time to tell you they died?
I think so, yes.
And then name a place for it?
And the name of the place was completely unrelated to the name of the nurse.
Did they not just mention before that a whole bunch of dudes swapped earrings and then they buried them under that same tree?
There was something about earrings. It said, so they gave Jacob all their foreign gods. So this must be all Jacob's servants and shit. And Jacob said, give up all your foreign gods, if you remember. So it says they gave Jacob all the foreign gods which were in their hands and all the earrings which were in their ears. And then Jacob hid them under the tree.
Yeah.
So it was like the god idols and...
Yeah. In my head, I'm making this up, but the earrings for their gods were the equivalent of the circumcisions for Jacob. And he's like taken away the circumcisions. He's like, you're mine now. You don't get to have your earrings.
I think Jacob's already circumcised all of his dudes. So
Well,
his dudes now have no earrings or dick skins.
So hang on. Look,
Yeah.
are you saying that the circumcision and the earring is kind of like a branding for your flock?
Yeah, just like they
Mhm.
they pick a thing to do to someone's body that controls them and indicates. And Jacob's people just have to flop their dicks out to, hey mate, guess what?
Like,
I'm a
show me
Jacobite.
the secret sign to get into the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with Jacob, and the other guys just have a very visible earring, but Jacob took them away.
Yeah.
That's just
It might
my
be. Yeah.
personal thought that I've come up with just now.
All right.
I dig it.
When you start your own religion, Captain, which, who knows what that means, but when you start your own religion, maybe you can introduce that as part of your thing. Who knows? I don't know. Might be planting some ideas here. I don't know. Anyway. So Deborah, she died. They called someplace because she died. They called it Alon Bachath, whatever. Then God appeared to Jacob again, and he came from Paddan Aram and blessed him. So God's just been hanging out in Paddan Aram for some reason. And God said to him, your name is Jacob. So God was not the wrestler.
No, because he would have known his name was Israel.
Surely.
Idiot.
Oh,
Yeah. Who's our mystery wrestler?
There's a random angel that wrestles people.
Oh, we need to know.
is it an angel that God it doesn't agree with? Because
It's a
you
rogue.
can't just be going renaming Abraham's name. People, he didn't even use Ham.
Yeah, we should have known. Jacob Ham. If it was Jacob Ham,
Yeah.
It's Ram.
Yeah, okay. So we still have our mystery wrestler.
God.
Your name is Jacob. Your name shall not be called Jacob anymore, but Israel shall be your name.
What the fuck? So it is God.
Oh, what is going on?
Wrestler?
Oh.
We need to let you finish sentences.
But why did he do it again?
But so
What?
we missed the key part that the Bible just repeats itself over again.
Yeah.
So of course,
Yeah, we
of
should've
course,
known.
they'd just retell the story of him getting a name. They're like, we weren't really happy with the wrestler. We thought it wasn't clear enough that it was God, so we'll just have God come back to him and just reaffirm that
Yeah,
it's Satan.
You know what happened? They kept writing for another few chapters and went, fuck, we forgot his name was fucking Israel. We've got to fucking put this back. How do we do it? How do we do it? God will just jump in and he'll just tell him again.
Yeah, just tell him again. Yeah.
I forgot.
Because we know that 6,000 years from now, the Brothers Grail are going to be talking about this and they're going to be going, who was that wrestler? Was it really Israel? Did this actually happen? So we
Well,
need
maybe
to reaffirm.
If it was a better told story, it would have been like, he's like, am I known as Jacob? Why is this mystery man? If he had some confusion going on and then God came and was like, nah, mate, yeah, you're definitely Jacob. Boom.
That would have been good.
Reveal.
Hey, yeah, if God have come in and gone, where is he? Your name is Jacob, but if you recall the wrestler from a few nights ago, that was me.
He's trying to do scams. He's just not very good at them. He's trying to make them a prank rather than a scam, but no one gets the joke.
No.
So he's just not very
Poor
funny.
God, he's just learning on the fly. Like, once again, if you throw right back, he said to Adam and Eve, if you eat the apple, I will murder you. They ate the apple. I'm going to kick you out of here. And if you do... So he keeps cocking it up at every turn. I name you. I'm going to turn up and I'm going to wrestle him in the desert. And then I'm going to declare his name's Israel. What do you reckon, guys? Yeah, good idea, God. Good idea, God. And then he does it. And then Jacob's like, yeah, g'day, fellas. I'm Jacob. No, you're Israel. I need to make this stick. It's like when I tried to change my name to Kramer, it just didn't work out.
I just thought of something pretty wild. Turns the whole Bible on its head.
Oh.
So, you know how Eve ate the apple?
Mm-hmm.
Do you reckon if she'd eaten one of the previous helpers, some of the meat, done a bit of a meat sacrifice,
What?
God, because you know how there was the other animals before Eve existed,
Yeah.
but if she'd have done a meat sacrifice instead of
Oh.
apple, you reckon God would have been like, mate, I like women instead of meat.
That
You know
would have
what I
been
mean?
amazing. Yeah, imagine that. If the
Yeah.
serpent was like, hello, Eve, there's an apple. Shunk. Head cut straight off.
Yeah. If she was doing meat sacrifices, I reckon God wouldn't be the weird meat pervert that he is today. I reckon if she'd have just done the right thing from the start.
That would be amazing if that happened. If only. You're not Jacob anymore. So he called his name Israel. And God said to him, I, God Almighty. I nearly said Almighty. I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall proceed from you, and kings shall come from your body. The land which I gave Abraham and Isaac I give to you, and your descendants after you I give this land.
Repeating that all the stars in the sky
Mm-hmm.
promise
Yep.
is what that was.
Yeah.
Just the same thing again.
Yep.
Repeating that
Descendants,
bullshit.
and I give you all the land that I gave the
Yeah, he just
last
used-
two dudes, but they never got.
But he said, did he say kings? You provide you kings or something?
Yeah, I think he said the same thing to the others as well. I think it was
Yeah.
all the same promise.
It started out as stars.
Yeah. And I think there was sand on a beach at some point, or sand in the desert at some point, maybe. Anyway. Then God went up from him in the place where he talked with him. So far out. So Jacob set up a pillar.
His name's Israel.
That's it. Yeah, the Bible immediately forgot.
Like we did, because it's not a very good name change.
No.
It doesn't have ham on it.
It just didn't add the ham. Yeah. So Jacob set up, but someone who sounds like this, he can't have a ham.
Yeah, it's true.
So Jacob
Not whiny enough.
set up a pillar in the place where he talked with him, a pillar of stone, and he poured a drink offering on it, and he poured oil on it. And Jacob called the name of the place where God spoke with him Bethel. How many times have they named this? Or are there heaps of Bethels at this point? Then they journeyed from Bethel, and then there was but a little distance to go to Ephrath. Rachel labored in childbirth, and she had hard labor. Now it came to pass, when she was in hard labor, that the midwife said to her, "Do not fear, you will have this son also." And so it was, as her soul was departing, in brackets, for she died, end bracket, that she called his name Ben-Oni. Like, what's the Star Wars dude?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
What's his name?
But he's Ben Kenobi.
Yeah, so Ben-Oni, Ben Kanoni. But his father called him Benjamin. So Rachel died and was buried on the way to Ephrath, that is Bethlehem.
Rachel was his good wife. That's the one he wanted, wasn't it? That's the weeping kiss wife.
It is, yeah.
And she still gave him a good chunk of sons, including Benjamin.
There was a few before, and now Benjamin, yeah.
Which, by the way, is this the first woman dying from a birth?
Maybe.
I think it might be.
Maybe.
They've mentioned it being like not a good time, and because that's a punishment from God that you have to feel pain and it has to be awful.
Well, we know it's because of Eve.
Yeah, because she's a bitch. Because she didn't do the meat sacrifice.
Exactly.
And yeah, I forget where I was going with that, to be honest.
Good point, Captain.
Can I take that really good, well-worded sentence and interject with, I looked up what Bethel means.
Oh, yeah?
This is going to wreck a lot for you guys.
Is this going to give away future shit?
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, good.
So in Hebrew, the meaning is house of God.
Okay, you're right.
Okay. The reason why it's everywhere is because they're making house of God.
So they're just building house of God over.
So they're just a church, basically.
Yeah, where you're going to...
Are they is that the shrine? You know how he's like, go make me a shrine? Is that what a Bethel is?
Go make me a Bethel.
Make me a shrine, an altar.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where brothel came.
Could be too.
And it also says house of El or house of God. So El might be...
Ooh, that's the El Bethel. That's super extra. All right. So Rachel just died, and that's now Bethlehem. So Bethel.
Sorry, I remember where I was going with my rant that got a bit off track. Is this kid, Benjamin, is going to be super special because she died during, like, the chosen weeping wife died.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm on board with that.
So he's got his tent for his mum going to be pretty depressing.
He's going to be the mummy's boy as well. Then Israel. So now they call him. So it was like God named him Israel. Then they went Jacob, and now they're back to Israel again. Then Israel journeyed and pitched his tent beyond the tower of Eder. And it happened when Israel dwelt in that land that Reuben went and lay with Bilhah, his father's concubine.
You added so much more, like,
surprise
to that. Yeah, like, it is surprising. Yeah, but I bet you they just meant that to be a normal thing.
Maybe.
And you were just supposed to gloss over that, but it is a big deal.
Well, it says, and Israel heard about it, full stop. Now the sons of Jacob, they're jumping between two. Like, I have trouble keeping track of people as it is.
Oh, because they're still fucking weirding up the Jacob Israel naming system.
In the same sentence, or in the sentence, like right beside each other. So it says, now the sons of Jacob were 12. The sons of Leah, so you can count these on your fingers if you really want, but you don't have to. The sons of Leah were Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and Simeon and Levi, who were the two crazy pricks.
They're the murderers.
Judah, Issachar, and remember, Zebulun. So they were Leah's. And then the sons of Rachel were Joseph and Benjamin, so she only had two. The sons of Bilhah which is who.
Was she the maid?
She's the one that. So Bilhah is one of the mums, and who banged her? Israel. Reuben went and banged Bilhah.
So is this like his?
So the sons of Bilhah were Dan and Naphtali, and the sons of Zilpah, who is the other maidservant, is Gad and Asher. So Reuben, Leah's dude, banged Bilhah or whatever. Oh, he's a fucking madman.
So he's probably 20 odd years old now. Well, actually, probably more because Leah was at least 21 years ago. No, only 14.
I don't know. Yeah, the age thing is still always going to fuck with us, I think.
Yeah, and they just age skip like time.
Yeah. But how weird's that? You're banging some of your brother's mum.
It'd be stepmom style.
Oh, that's there's definitely some porn out there that talks about that, hey.
Yeah. The other porn didn't exist. I did look it up.
I'm not shocked.
These were the sons of Jacob who were born to him in Paddan Aram. Then Jacob came to his father Isaac at Mamre, or Kirjath Arba, that is Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac had dwelt. So Isaac, who I think we thought died after the...
He's still
hairy
ticking.
man, he's just been kicking around eating stews and shit. What did he have? Savory meals?
You reckon every day he's just like, I fucked up my blessing? Like, it was technically probably like the most important thing for his life.
Yeah, he's going,
like-
I had one to give, only one, and I fucked it.
And my fucking wife scammed me out of it. And sorry, did we get an update on her before, but it wasn't really an update, or did she just disappear?
Mate died.
All it said was her mate died. Yes.
Called Diane.
Deborah. Yeah.
She died.
Yeah, she died.
I'm so excited for the return of Rebecca. Oh, fucking hell.
I could just picture the conversation every morning. Like Rebecca brings Isaac his meal, and he goes, "Oh yeah, what do you feed me this time? Can I trust you this one?
Let me have a feel. I want to see who this is."
Is that really you, or is this Jacob again?"
Yeah. Now the days of Isaac were 180 years. So Isaac breathed his last and died, and was gathered to his people, being old and full of days, and his sons Esau and Jacob buried him.
Oh,
How sweet. So that was the end of-
Isaac.
So there's Isaac done in a very low-key way. That's fitting.
He
Yeah.
never said he went to that place that they bought.
No, you're right.
I don't think he deserved more. I think he got more than he deserved. Like, I
Yeah,
thought an off-screen death was worthy of him.
Can we recap Isaac's life? So Isaac was the son of Sarai.
And Abraham.
Then she and Abraham. Then she died. He had nothing to do with going and finding Rebecca. He just stayed at home and meditated in the field. Do you remember? Then she came back, and he immediately just went and got to know her in Mummy's tent. And then all of a sudden, his kids are parents, and he got scammed. That's oh no, he nearly got murdered on the mountain. That's the only other thing he did.
Didn't he go back around and redig all the wells that?
Oh, he
Abraham
did dig some wells.
He went around and redug some wells that had got filled in.
You're missing the key part of when he was a child, his father took him up for a sacrifice. But then it wasn't a sacrifice. It was just God punking him.
Abraham, the moral man, made his son carry the sticks that he was going to burn him on up the mountain, and the knife and whatever else, and the flame. Abraham carried the flame, but
because he wasn't just gonna. The sacrifice wasn't going to be just like come up behind him and just do a quick slit the throat kind of action. He was going to burn him.
It's a full procession. And remember, he goes, "Father, why don't we have a goat?" Remember that?
Yeah, Isaac, actually a pretty tragic story when you think of
Isaac.
the betrayal of his father, his wife, and his son.
He probably had trust issues.
I would imagine
major
a lot,
trust
actually,
issues after Abraham. So no wonder he was feeling his son going, "Oh, you can't be lying to me."
Yeah, of course.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, so that was the end of Isaac. So Esau didn't really live up to his Scottish aggression, I don't think.
He lived up to
seemed
his.
like he could have easily taken anything he
Oh.
wanted, and just didn't care.
Yeah, and he rocked up
Happy-go-lucky.
with 400 men, but then he's like, I'm going to kiss you on the neck
And cry, weep.
and weep. Ah,
There would have been manly tears though.
they would have
Yeah.
been.
There
Yeah.
would have been power.
He did get some women out of it. Like he got to do a bit of a woman trade, I think.
Did he?
I thought that's what they were doing. Like, you have some of my servants, I'll have some of your servants.
Let's say he did. Yeah, let's say he got some more women. Because
Yeah.
he was the one that ran off to, because remember Mum Rebecca, who didn't like SL, didn't like the harlot women of some other mob. So SL ran off to that zone, and married
400 people.
married 2 or 3 of the women to spite Mum. Yeah.
Mm.
Fuck you, Mum.
That'll show her.
I'll marry you out, but I won't. Yeah. So, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Any takeaways, boys? Are you feeling a little bit more spiritual?
No.
No, I'm a little bit. The twists in this episode have been pretty good. I feel like I'm watching a thriller at this point in time.
The
Yeah,
foreskin scam was quite the twist.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's still the same thing where it does something pretty shocking, but doesn't really stay around with it for very long.
Well,
What-
and then they just got to walk away, stop free, and have a sacrifice or whatever the fuck.
Because God protected them on their escape.
Everyone's scared of God.
you could write a whole book on doing a foreskin scam, and like that being a
You could write a whole book on it.
well, like you could build up to, oh my god, everything's gone wild. Our people have just chopped off our dicks, and now we're being murdered. Like that's like the peak of where the action is.
You've got
But it was just
you've got at least 4 or 5 chapters of them walking around with their sore dicks, don't you? In the book of the foreskin scam.
what was the raper guy? What he just chopped off his dick, and he's like,
Immediately.
we could just learn something about him. Oh, mate, they chopped off our dicks. What if they come and get us? Maybe he's a bit paranoid about what the brothers might do. They were pretty aggressive earlier. None of that. We're just
And
straight. They're just dead. Next day, next chapter, next line. Whatever.
Yeah, next line. Yeah, you could pad out a dick skin. What did you call
I
it?
think you could.
Dick skin scam.
A dick skin scam book. The dick skin scam book.
I'll put it to you guys. What do you think's a better military tactic, right? You've got the dick skin scam, where you get them to cut their dicks, and then while they're all sore and sorry, you slaughter the bitches. Or,
That's the bard did that one. That's the bard's technique.
Or we've got the Trojan horse, where you give them a gift of a horse and they let you into their city to slaughter them. I think they're on par. This movie should be as big as Troy. I don't know who you get to play the brothers.
The Trojan foreskin.
Trojan foreskin. Look, we're cool guys. Just cut your dicks and we'll be brothers and sisters and trade. It's a scam.
There's a movie in there somewhere. Oh.
I agree.
Well, to nip this in the tip, we might close this one out. Thank you, Brothers Grail. That's been fun.
Cheers,
To the
mate.
listeners, because I don't know how to do this properly, but listeners, do the subscribe button on the Spotify's and on the podcasts. Jump on the Facebook page. Tell a friend. Tell 2, tell 3 friends. Convince them to get a dick snip. Or
We're already calling them a meat sacrifice. You're trying to tell them to chop up their bits now, mate.
no, convince someone else to. Don't. I'm not telling our favorite people to, because the people who are already listening, they're our favorite people.
Yeah.
The ones who
We
aren't
wouldn't-
listening yet, they need to earn their spot.
Okay, yeah.
So anyway, we're talking shit. It's been fun. I promise that I probably won't prep next time either. It's been Brothers Grail. By Captain.
See you, mate.
By Kebevin.
Peace.
Quinn Dog. Out. Out. I don't know how to fucking do that shit. All right.